Philadelphia tonight as we welcome you to Monday Night Countdown presented by Subway. Kickoff between the Vikings and Eagles coming fast from Lincoln Financial Field. Looks like the winds have calmed. Philly fans fired up for what could be a shootout. Run, Eagles, run, led by a true dual-threat quarterback in Jalen Hurts. Hurts poised to establish himself as the franchise QB. And Kirk Cousins armed with a new-look offensive scheme and a ton of weapons to make it fly. Contrasting styles and plenty of star power built for a night full of fun. So the Monday Night Countdown crew is here in New York City so we can keep an eye on what's happening in Philly and also in Buffalo, where the first game of our doubleheader kicked off at 17 p.m. Eastern time. So let's get you caught up on what's going on.
Monday Night Countdown is presented by Subway. Try the all-new Subway Series menu. Your pick of 12 irresistible new subs.
It is a warm but very pleasant night in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Home to the Eagles and the home opener tonight for Philly. Taking on Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings. A fun matchup on a Monday night.
You've reached Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. Leave a message and I'll get right back to you. Skol.
Coach O'Connell. This is desperation calling. With just one question. Do you understand how we've suffered? 4 Super Bowl losses. Decades of disappointment. 1977, 87, 1998. And for the love of Pete, 2009.
Are you kidding me? The season can't end like that.
Coach, last night Bud Grant came to me in a dream. He whispered, we have the offense this year. And man, do we need them tonight. Because, brother, we're heading into a world of hurt. Against an Eagles team with a title they took from us. Fly, Eagles, fly over my dead body. Philly don't care about our pain or our suffering. Show us you get it, coach. Give us a reason to shout. Just remember, we ain't got time to bleed on Monday Night Football. And call me back when you get a chance.
Well, it ended pleasantly. That's a good way to start. How about the way Justin Jefferson started week 1? Just went off against the Green Bay Packers at home. And Jalen Hurts, the Eagles flat out would not have won without all that he did with his arm and his legs in the week 1 win at Detroit. Welcome to the Progressive Monday Night Kickoff as we get set here in Philadelphia for this matchup of 2 1-0 teams. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That's the Hall of Famer, Troy Aikman, 3-time Super Bowl champion. Just love to say it week after week. And here we are. Hey, let's talk about Minnesota. The Vikings, they've seen their quarterback, Kirk Cousins, be very good. They brought in Kevin O'Connell, first-year head coach, to make him great. And, man, last week was a heck of a way to start.
Yeah, it was all good. I mean, it was flawless execution on both sides of the ball. Rarely do you have a head coach come in his first game and have a performance like that, especially against a division opponent that's been dominating the division. But he's working with a quarterback, like you said, Kirk Cousins, who's a veteran guy. He's had history with him in the past, and he can get it going when he's throwing the ball straight and getting protection. But the takeaway from last week of course, is Justin Jefferson and all the things that they did with him, moving him around in different positions. He already has been great in his first 2 seasons, but he put the league on notice. He certainly did the Philadelphia Eagles that he is priority number 1 when you play the Vikings.
I think their fans are ready for the home opener. Let's talk about Philadelphia. I know you don't believe Nick Sirianni got near enough credit for what he did. They finished strong, won 7 of their last 10 last year, got into the playoffs. They had a big offseason, a lot of additions. This is a good Philadelphia Eagles team. I can't wait to see how they come out here tonight.
Yeah, me too, because when you look at what Nick Sirianni did last year, they came out, they struggled, but then they started relying on that running game, and they ran it against everybody, and they ran it again on Sunday against the Detroit Lions. What they needed and what got exposed in that playoff loss last year was that they needed more firepower. They already had Devontae Smith, who had a heck of a rookie season, but then they go out, they make the trade for this man right here, A.J. Brown, and boy did he light it up last week. And so now you've got to take your pick. Are you going to come and try to play the run? And if you do, you're going to have some opportunities for big plays down the field. I'm excited to watch this offense and what they're capable of doing.
All right, it is week 2 around the National Football League. It comes to a close here tonight in Philadelphia. Should be a fun one. Eagles and Vikings coming up.
Hey, nobody said this game would be easy, all right?
Welcome back. Let's do it.
It's not me dog fight.
I'm trying to show you what we came to do. Only talking, making major moves.
I know what time it is, man.
No one will ever stop me.
This crowd is charged up in Philadelphia as the Vikings pay a visit here in week number 2. Eagles players getting introduced, and we'll send it down to the 3rd member of our broadcast crew. Here's Lisa Salters.
Hey, Joe. Well, A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts have been best buds since Hurts hosted Brown on his recruiting visit at Alabama. Brown ended up choosing Ole Miss, and Hurts, of course, ultimately transferred to Oklahoma. But the bond that was formed that weekend back in 2016 is already paying off big for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man, what's happening, man?
Hey, let's do it, man. Hey.
Boy.
Let's do it, man.
Say no more.
Jalen Hurts posted that FaceTime video right after the draft day trade was announced, and Brown has said that the two of them couldn't stop laughing because even though they always talked about what it would be like to be teammates, they never thought it would actually happen. Hurts said ever since that recruiting visit, he and Brown have maintained a tight relationship. Long before being drafted, the pair often worked out together in their off seasons. They went to the Manning passing.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This crowd's electric. The hair standing up on the back of my neck.
In our house, man. And it's what we started last week. I'm telling you right now, it's not me dog fight. We believe in ourselves. And Gallagher, man. Let's go.
Melo made it right.
Unbelievable. Touchdown. What a catch. Hey, stop you. Come on, now. Yeah! He's done it again.
Justin Jefferson and the Vikings head into Philly to take on Jalen Hurts and the Eagles as both teams look to follow up on their Week 1 wins tonight on Monday Night Football.
I know what time it is, man. Let's go! Yeah!
There's your Week 2 matchup on Monday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings, Philadelphia Eagles. Minnesota coming in 1-0. Divisional win at home over the Green Bay Packers. And the Philadelphia Eagles had to travel on the road and win what turned into a tough game against the Detroit Lions. Lions then turned around and won yesterday. So they're 1-1. So 2 1-0 teams getting together here this evening. And we're having the coin flip right now. We'll see who's about to start this night with the football.
Start the first half. Philadelphia is going to receive. Good luck.
The answer is Philadelphia and Mr. Jalen Hurts. As you look at Justin Jefferson.